Hey, so I just wanted to let you know that this is part 2 of a 2-part video series here on the Doctor Who Guide. If you haven't seen part 1, check it out. It's linked up in the description below. Today we are looking at all of the Doctor Who comics that are collected in the Dave Gibbons collection, and we are looking at some advanced knowledge that you guys are going to need to know if you want to collect every single 4th Doctor comic out there. So stick around, because all that and more is coming up. The best box set that you can buy for Doctor Who. Hey guys, welcome to the Doctor Who Guide, helping you grow your knowledge, your collection, and your connection with other Doctor Who fans. Definitely subscribe, because here on this channel we post guide videos, tips and tricks for expanding your collection, resource suggestions, and much, much more. So today we are going to use as a reference my Doctor Who Google spreadsheet, which is available for you guys to download. Definitely check out that spreadsheet. So that's in the description. I'll link it up. By the way, I'll also link to all of the books and graphic novels that we're going to talk about today in the description below, so definitely check that out. Now, if you read any of the 4th Doctor comics, you know that Dave Gibbons is an incredible artist. He drew almost all of the 4th Doctor comics that you see here, and so you can buy a gigantic hardback, expensive hardcover, and paperback version of Doctor Who the Dave Gibbons collection, which collects issues 1 to 69, except for issues 58 and 59, and issues 17 and 18, because those were done by different artists. You can sort of compare what would be easier for you to collect. If you're looking to get the Panini type of Doctor Who graphic novels, I would pay at most like $25 for these. I'd try and get it lower than that. And if you are considering getting the separate IDW comics, then I wouldn't pay more than really $20 for these. If it was in really good condition, I'd pay more, around $15, because it really is quite skinny. But yeah, the thing to remember is that the Panini versions of the 4th Doctor comics are in black and white, whereas the IDW separate volumes and omnibuses are in full color. That is not always the case with Panini versus IDW, but everything by IDW is in color. One final thing to note is that the 4th Doctor actually did reappear after his last issue in Doctor Who magazine, issue number 60. If we go all the way forwards in time, past the 5th, 6th, and 7th Doctor era, to issue 180. During this time, there was quite the hassle with getting Evening's Empire to print. Apparently, parts of the comic story were lost in the mail, and they had to subsequently, through issues 181 to 184, reprint Doctor Who stories, which included a 4th Doctor story, Spider God, which is a reprint from issue 52, so you really don't have to worry about that. Because you will have already collected issue 52 in whether it be Panini's Dragonclaw or IDW's Volume 3 separately, or the Omnibus Volume 1 or the Dave Gibbons collection. You've got that. That's not something you need to worry about. But just if you were looking in the spreadsheet, you can look forward, you can look ahead and be like, wait a second, why is there a 4th Doctor comic there? If you go further to issues 212 to 214, you see a 4th Doctor comic called Victims. No publishing company has ever seemed to want to approach this era of Doctor Who issues 180 to 243. They haven't gotten far enough to give us the 4th Doctor story of Victims. It's a 3-issue story, and we still have no way of collecting that unless you get issues 212, 213, and 214 of Doctor Who magazine. Same story with issues 235, 236, and 237 here. It's Black Destiny. Sounds pretty cool. Like, I'm interested in what these would be, but again, no publishing company has gotten that far into that sort of era of Doctor Who, of reprinting Doctor Who comics. And there's also the 4th Doctor story, Doctor Who: The Fangs of Time, which sounds awesome. That's issue 243. So the only way to really collect those now would be by getting the separate issues. I would highly suggest looking at the spreadsheet if I've lost you somewhere along the way here, or if you want to know more, download the spreadsheet. It'll show you the different issues that you can collect. You've got the comic story title here, each Doctor color-coded, then IDW Volume 1, the Omnibuses by IDW, and the Dave Gibbons collection. Comment down below with your favorite 4th Doctor story and what your preferred publishing company is. Do you prefer comics in black and white color? Is Dave Gibbons not the best artist ever, or do you have a soft spot for John Ridgway? Make sure you subscribe to the Doctor Who Guide, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I'm your host, Alex Patterson, and this has been the Doctor Who Guide.